Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you a kind of a little bit of a tutorial on how I do a champagne blonde. I accidentally, well, unintentionally made this color, not really by accident. So the wig that I received was more of a level 8, a higher level 8, almost a level 9. You can't really tell. She was a little too yellow. I didn't think she'd turn out so silver, but anyway. I ended up using Schwarzkopf's purple shampoo. I usually dip the wet wig in the tub with some purple shampoo in it with some hot water. But this time I was too lazy. I went the lazy route, and as you can tell, she turned out very beautiful. She was very pretty, but she was very inconsistent all around. The back portion was very yellow. Some parts were a little more gray than others. I'm showing you here the color that it is dry compared to wet. I always tell people make sure you dry a thick strand of hair so you can actually see the color. You can't really see the color until it's fully dry. The silver is actually always going to look super gray and dark when it's wet. As you can see here in the back, there was some parts that I missed. So inconsistent. I was not having it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to fix this somehow. These are the leftover hair dyes that I've had for like a minute now, so I was like, I can definitely make a pretty color with whatever I have left, right? So I ended up using medium gold blonde and gold blonde both by Ion, well as light brown pearl ash. You can't really tell, but I'm separating the lace from the wefts, and I'm doing the roots of the lace portion. Everything was very, very pretty, but I needed to darken the roots a little bit. That I have to because of my skin tone. Without dark roots, sometimes it looks a little off. So the reason why I'm using a pearl ash on the roots is because I needed darkness. The pearl ash is going to mattify the color. It's going to darken whatever light goes through it. So say you don't have like much of a dark color for that, that you're looking for. Any ash color that you have, you can definitely use that to darken color. It's just going to be more green, more blue. Any ash color is going to darken. Okay, so I didn't have that much of the golden blondes and golden browns. So I used the Pearl Ash by Wella to darken the roots. So I put that into my formula, and that actually helped quite a lot. Here it is finished, and then that's 10 minutes later. As you can see, it's getting very dark. So there's a lazy method that I do with the roots. I wasn't gonna go in to the whole wig. I did not have enough product for that, so this is what I do. I just use like the most minimal amount, and I go over the roots with that. As you can see, I only touch the top. It looks so messy, but it'll end up looking a little nicer once it's like fully done. I needed to even out the rest of the hair, and I needed a little bit of warmth. There was a lot more cool in there. So I ended up using this formula. I ended up using a little bit of auburn, and I was working fast when doing this. The longest time I left this on for was about 10 minutes, no more than 15. Anything more than that, the hair would have started to look very auburn, and it already looked very scary, but this was kind of to just even out those little grayish parts. I went in for most of the hair. I even brought it up to the root because that part was mostly ash, so I needed a little bit of gold. I needed a little bit of red to kind of balance it out. And here's the color. It's all nice golden. I have a very beautiful base for the champagne color that I'm gonna put on top. So a lot of people struggle with getting in a nice application on the roots. That's because you're doing them diagonally or you're doing them horizontally. When you go vertical, you're not gonna get any stains on your lace. So I'm using these two with 20 volume developer, so it's gonna act very quickly. You need to like move very fast when you're doing this if you're using a 20. Any color with a developer higher than a 10, you're gonna want to move very fast. And I'm not putting that inside the wig. In fact, I'm only putting it on the strands outside, and you can see here that there's already a small difference. And I was running out. I was too lazy to make more, so when I'm running out of products, I like to put it on my hands instead of directly on the hair or using a brush. It allows me a better application, and I can just maneuver the product a lot better. I can also move a lot faster, and always working on wet hair. Any porous hair is gonna take the toner a lot more, and that might actually mess with the color that you're looking for. Keep that in mind. So I left that on for about, I'm gonna say 40 minutes, 30 minutes. And this was the end result. It's very pretty. It looks very dark on camera, but anyway, it's actually very blonde. Here's what it looks like. I mean, I pin curled it. I didn't blow dry it. I just let it air dry, and then I used, I think, a 1.5 inch barrel, maybe just a 1 inch barrel, and I pin curled it. So the only thing I'm doing here is I'm kind of showing you how I tease the hair for my wigs, because I do like teased hair on wigs. It just looks fancier for some reason. So I'm just separating the bottom hair that I don't plan on touching at all, and then I'm separating the top hair, and I'm splitting that in half and grabbing only just like 2 or 3 wefts, and I'm teasing those. It's gonna look like I'm being very aggressive with the hair, but no, I cannot stress enough that you gotta be like super gentle with the teasing. This is sped up, so keep that in mind. It's gonna look very aggressive. So I'm putting the comb into the hair strand, bringing it all the way down to the root. And notice that I'm not going from the ends of the hair. It's like about a few inches off of the root. Only tease that portion. It's gonna get the smallest hairs. I don't understand why people like to tease from like the very bottom and then bring it all the way to the root. That usually causes a lot of hair loss. Don't do that. Don't be rough. Don't put the comb in and then just like go up and down. No. You're gonna put the comb in, go down, take it out. Put the comb in, go down, take it out. You're gonna be very gentle with the teasing, and only like that you're gonna have a wig that actually lasts. So you're gonna use a board bristle brush or something like this. So there's gonna be like strands of hair that I'm not gonna tease, and I'm gonna separate those, comb them out with this little comb. Make sure you hairspray the teased portions, or else that might not like stay up. And yeah, you kind of hide the teasing just like that, and it turns out very nice. That's more of an accurate color, by the way. It looks so dark on camera, but it's so nice. It's like a champagne blonde. It's so pretty. The roots are so pretty. It's gorgeous. I love it. I hope you do too. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.